Hi there, and welcome to Ancestral Recall. I'm your host, Eli Kaplan. Today, we're making our stealth checks to find out the depths of rogues. Rogues are a popular creature type in Magic, with over 200 different ones in print as of the making of this video. They tend to have smaller stats for their cost, but can pull off all sorts of sneaky things such as drawing cards, forcing discards, or having evasion abilities. Today, we're making off with the top 10 coolest of these in the game's history. The list's criteria is pretty simple. Being powerful helps, but there's more to it than that. The card must have the rogue type. No sneaky warriors or wizards allowed. And that's it. Since black and blue are the colors most known for stealing, don't be surprised to see most of the cards in this list from those colors, but rogues do show up in the rest as well. With no further ado, let's get to the list. Number 10. Cold-Eyed Selkie. In multiplayer games, this merfolk will usually have an easy victim, and drawing cards is always golden. You can even run this in mono green decks. Green doesn't usually get rogues, but this guy is an exception. Number 9. Invisible Stalker. Hexproof and unblockability lead to the perfect cat burglar. Well, it would if this was a cat rogue. As is, this guy is a known problem that you usually just can't deal with. Number 8. Blighted Agent. Like Invisible Stalker, this guy just can't be blocked. Unlike Invisible Stalker, it has Infect, one of the most terrifying abilities in all of Magic. I may have used it on more people in Limited than most, but I really wish it hadn't seen print. I like most of the cards on the list though, but this one I just hate. Doesn't mean it's not a noteworthy rogue though. Number 7. Merfolk Looter. While he's not the best at what he does, he's the first to do it, and this Exodus common was quickly identified as having a staple ability and got promoted to numerous core sets thereafter. Being dirt cheap is also a major asset. Number 6. Gwendolyn Di Corsi. This femme fatale will force opponents to discard randomly. With no mana cost associated, she can really put a hurting on an opponent's hand. And believe me when I say that Wizards will never reprint her. Number 5. Fortune Thief. First off, this is a morph, which helps it be extra sneaky. And when she flips up, she can just wreck an opponent's Alpha Strike. This is Worship in red, though as a creature, the Thief is far more vulnerable than the famous white enchantment. Number 4. Knowledge Exploitation. Surprise! Tribal sorceries count as rogues. Of course I had to mess with you. This spell is ludicrously expensive without the prowl cost, but if you can pay for it, you can sneak through an opponent's library and pull out an instant or a sorcery for free. This is like Bribery, one of EDH's most powerful spells, except it's only for sorceries or instants. There are very few effects like this in Magic, and they are definitely special. Number 3. True name Nemesis. This guy is untouchable and has protection from an opponent, an ability that defies expectations. Of course, in group games, someone can do the named opponent a solid and get rid of it, and many mass removal spells will take True Name out. But if it's one of the elite cadre of creatures that see Legacy and Vintage play, it's worth it. Number 2. Mistmeadow Skulk. Protection from converted mana cost 3 or greater is a unique ability, representing Big Thing's inability to deal with a small Kithkin. Super sneaky, and inflicting taunting life gain damage makes this guy awesome. The only downside is that you can't really attach any good equipment or auras to it. Before we get to number 1, let's do some honorable mentions. Aladdin from Arabian Nights. This guy stole artifacts, as befitting a street rat. He got eroded, and of course, he's a rogue. It's a shame he's such a pushover in a fight. Grenzo, Dungeon Warden. Sneaking extra creatures from the bottom of your library into play is definitely roguelike, but this guy's a bit of a house cat for my taste. A rogue set to catch other rogues isn't really a rogue. Sakashima the Imposter. Sakashima may be the coolest copy card in existence. His ability is definitely roguelike, but since Sakashima spent so much of his time not as a rogue, I can't put him in the top 10 on that basis. And the number 1 magic rogue of all time is Nezumi Graverobber. This rogue can clean out the bodies of the field until he learns how to undo death itself. The Graverobber is well known as an EDH All-Star, and for good reason. Instant speed reanimation is amazingly powerful. The combination of the digging, the power, and the flavor is what puts Nighteyes the Desecrator over the top. Agree? Disagree? Tell me what you think in the comments below, and if you have a top 10 list suggestion, let me know and I'll certainly consider it. Thanks for watching. This is Eli Kaplan for Ancestral Recall, signing off. Good games and good luck.